Hello my dear friends, welcome to the subject of statistics for the class 12 English medium, the first part, the first chapter, index numbers, the ninth topic by Vitan sir. Today we would be completing the final illustrations for this chapter. We will start with the illustration 21. Almost all the topics of this particular chapters are over. Now we are moving forward to the last part of this chapter, those are some miscellaneous illustrations, the miscellaneous examples which will be helpful in your board exams. The prices of three items A, B and C have increased by 90%, 120% and 70%, while the items prices for D and E have decreased by 2% and 5%. A is 4 times important than item B, C is 6 times important than A, D and E is 2.5 times important than B. Compute the general index number for 2015 with all the 5 items. Now at a first glance this sums doesn't seem to be telling us anything actually, that it is something like an impossible sum, but if we check it out very clearly, the first part, the first sentence, that the prices of the items increased by 90%, 120%, 70% and decreased by 2% and 5%. Now, if you remember, whenever we found index number, for example 150, we said that it is increased by 50. That means if we are saying that the prices of an item increased by 50%, the index number is 150. If we say the prices of item increased by 60%, the index number should be 160. Same way, if we say that prices of an item increased by 90%, the index number should be 190. If it is 120%, we say index number should be plus 100, that is 220. And if it is increased by 70%, that is plus 100, that is 170. That means whenever there is a question of this nature with increase or decrease in the index numbers in the prices of an item, the percentage increase or decrease, add or less 100. If the prices have increased, add 100. If the prices have decreased, deduct that decrease from 100. That way you will get the index number. Let's check out how to answer this. First of all, write down your usual columns, items A, B, C, D, E. We know that we will be getting the index number if increase plus 100, if decrease minus 100. The second sentence is about importance, and importance means the weight. So we will get the W column, I column, and from that we will calculate the IW. Now how to calculate increase and decrease? 90% that is plus 90, 190. 120% that is plus 120. In 100 that is 220. 70 plus 100 that is 170. 100 minus 2 that is 98 and 100 minus 5 that is 95. That solves the index number problem. Now moving forward to how to calculate the importance. If you check in the sentence given, there is no exact value here. So we have to use the speciality of statistics, that is assuming. We can say it is our Ashirwad, the Vardhan of statistics, that we can assume anything we want. We will start with assumption for B, as item A is 4 times important than item B. We will assume that item B has importance of 1. We will take the weight of B as 1. This is an assumption. This is not given in the question. We are assuming. Now A is 4 times important than B. So if weight for B is 1, weight for A will be 4 ones are 4. That means if B is assumed as 1, then A will be 4 times the 1, that would be 4. C is 6 times that of A. Now A's weight is 4 and C is 6 times. So 6 fours are 24. So weight for C will be 24. While the D and E are 2.5 times. 2.5 means 2.5. C and D are 2.5 times the importance of B. Therefore, the weight for D and E will be 2.5, 2.5. Nothing like a magic, just a simple statistics. We get the index numbers and we get the weights. Once we are clear with the index numbers and weights, move forward with the last column, the usual business, whatever we have been doing since a lot of days. Multiply index number with the weight, you will get IW, make a total of the weights and the multiplications, you will get an answer. And once you get the W and IW column totals, general price index number is summation IW upon summation W, that is 5542.5 divided by 34, that would be 163.01. Yes my dear friends, that's your answer. The rise by 63.01%. Okay, let us revise again. Whenever the percentage increase or decrease are given, 100 plus increase, 100 minus decrease. That way you can get your answer for the index number. Whenever importance for each and every terms are given, each and every items are given, start with the importance of a basic item and from then calculate the importance of other items based on that basic item. You can assume 1, you can assume 2, you can assume 5, you can assume 10, does not matter, your final answer will be the same. No matter what you assume for the basic importance, your answer will be same. No need to assume what I have, but this is just an example. Moving forward, to the second illustration, the 22nd illustration. It's a big long sum. This kind of sums are asked for 5 marks in your test of both. This sum will be done twice. First of all, we will solve the sum for the given table and then we will be solving the sum for the given paragraph. Let us check what is the question here. We have items coal, kerosene, wood, matchbox, base year 2012, quantity that is Q0, price that is P0, year that is price, current year price P1. If you check the question, we are not given the method of calculating this sum. That means you can either use the total expenditure last PO method or you can use the family budget method, but looking at the sum it seems that last year's method will be easier. Q0, P0, P1 are directly given. We just have to make two columns, P1 Q0 and P0 Q0. That way we will get the answer for the group of fuel. Once we get the answer for the given table, that is the coal, kerosene, wood, matchbox, the group of fuel, we will move forward to the second paragraph here. Prepare the index number for the group of fuel, that is the table. Once that is done, the expenditure for food, clothing, house rent and miscellaneous groups, that are the remaining 4 groups, the group of fuel and food, clothing, house rent and miscellaneous. The expenditure of these 4 groups are 3, 2.5, 4.5 and 3.25 times. That means if for the base year they are 100, then in the 2015 they are 3 times, that is 300, 2.5 times, that is 250, 4.5 times, that is 450, 3.25 times, that is 325. It is something like that you had 10 rupees and after 2 days you got it 3 times, that is you got it 30 rupees. If you had 50 rupees and it became double, that is 2 times, that is 100 rupees. So same way for base year index number we always assume 100 and it is 3 times then 300, 2.5 times then 250, 4.5 times then 450 and 3.25 times, that is 325. That way we will get the index number for these 4 groups and the expenditure on these groups is 42%, 15%, 10% and 12% respectively of the total expenditure. Now if you look at it closely, the expenditure is given in the percentages, and what is the total of our percentages, my dear friends? The total of all the percentage is 100. So 42%, 15%, 10% and 12%, if you add them up, they will be short of 100. Their total will not be 100. So that difference will belong to the fuel group. I will explain this in the answer itself. It is something like this. Start with the question itself. Items called kerosene wood matchbox, year 2012, 2014, Q0, P0, P1. Get two columns, P1, Q0, P0, Q0. Multiply the P1, Q0 columns, get the answer. Multiply P0, Q0 columns, get the answer. Make a total. Once you get the total, find the index number using the last year's formula for the fuel group. Index number P1Q0 upon P0Q0 into 100, that is 1185 upon 1044 into 100, that is 113.51. Once you get this particular index number, you will move forward with the paragraph, the question given in the paragraph at the below. For that, start with the group food, clothing, household and miscellaneous fuel. As you can see, the four groups given in the paragraph plus the group fuel, for which we calculate the index number in the previous sum. We have to write down the index number. The percentages of expenditure given will be our W weight, and then we will be multiplying I with the W. As I said, food is 3 times, that would be 300. Clothing is 2.5 times 250. House rent is 4.5 times 450. Miscellaneous is 3.25 times 325. And fuel we just found, that was 113.5. Here I have written it as a round figure value because it is how we should be doing it in round figures. Weights. Now for food, clothing, house rent and miscellaneous, the percentage of expenditure was directly given as 42, 15, 10 and 12. As I know, the total of percentages should be 100. If you deduct the total of these four food, clothing, house rent, miscellaneous percentages and deduct them from 100, the remainder will be 21. That way you will get the weight of fuel. From the total 100, deduct 42, 15, 10 and 12 and you will get the answer for fuel. Once you get the I row and W rows, multiply them. Simple as that. Now you have nothing new here. Multiply them, get the total. Cost of living index number, that is IW upon W. Put the values, get the answer and write the statement. Rise of 171.34%. So in this kind of sums, you have to do the question twice, 2 times. First, calculate the index number for a particular group. Then calculate the index number for all the 5 given groups. You will be given index numbers in a specific manner. You will be given weights, usually in percentages, and then you will be multiplying them. Getting my point here? So in case you have any doubts, or just redo this whole sum step by step and you will be more clear about the method. Moving on towards the next illustration. Illustration number 23. Now this is a very short sum. You just have to calculate the real wages. If you have learned the theory portion of cost of living index number with detail, in that there was one formula for calculating real income. Real income, real wages means the same thing. Wages means income. The formula for real income or the real wages is average monthly wages or average income divided by cost of living index number into 100. That means for each and every year given, for year 2010, 11, 12, 13, 14 and 15, for each and every year given, you have to calculate the real income. That is, for 2010, the wage is 15,000, the index number is 192, so 15,000 divided by 192 into 100. For 2011, 15,600 divided by 203 into 100. For 2012, 16,200 divided by 228 into 100, and so on. You have to calculate the real wage for each and every year. And there is a question mistake here. Wherever 2001 is written in the question, you have to consider it as a 2010. Getting my point? No, sorry, consider it 2001. Forget it. Continue. Year, average monthly wage, cost of living index number, real wages. Write down the years, write down the question And once you are done with the question, as I told you, wage divided by index number into 100 for each and every year. So are you getting my point here? That if you check out the answer, the wages are actually reducing because the cost of living increases more than the increase in the wages. That way your real wage is actually decreasing. Now we also have to calculate the purchasing power of money. Now purchasing power of money formula is 1 divided by cost of living index number into 100. 1 divided by cost of living index number into 100. So 1 into 100 is 100. So 100 divided by cost of living index number is a valid formula. Here the cost of living index number for 2015 is 287. So purchasing power for money in the year 2015 with the base year 2001 is 100 divided by 287, that is 0.35. That means if in the year 2001 the value of money was 1 rupee, today it is just 35 paise. The value of rupee in 2001 compared to 2015 is just 35 paise. Getting my point here, that whatever we could purchase in 2001 with 1 rupee, the same quantity has become just 35% in the current year. Moving on with the last illustration. Short questions are there, 6 short questions are there, but these questions are very important with the viewpoint for 2 and 3 mark questions. The first question is very easy. You have 1600 rupees per quintal in the year 2014, which became 1800 rupees per quintal in 2015. Just find the index number. And how do we find the index number? P1 upon P0 into 100. 1800 divided by 1600 into 100, that is 112.5. And the interpretation is the prices in the year 2015 has rise of 12.5% compared with the prices in 2014. End of the sum, just like that. So easy sum, but people make a mistake here. When we go study high level formulas, we forget the basic formulas, so don't make that mistakes. Study properly. The second question, the last year's index number is 8 upon 9 times the Fisher's index number. So we have to calculate Pasha's index number. The Fisher is 180. We will start with IL is 8 upon 9 times IF. So IF will be multiplied with 8 upon 9. IF is 180. So 8 upon 9 into 180 will give us 160. That means the last year's value is 160. Then Fisher's formula, that is IL into IP. Here we have the Fisher's value 180, we have the last year's value 160. We will put that into our equation, transfer the square root on the opposite side, that way 180 will be squared. Getting my point here, root when change the side becomes square. So 180 square is equal to 160 into IP, leave the IP on the same side, change the side of 160. 180 square divided by 160 is 202.5. That means the Pasha's value is 202.5. Last year's index numbers was 8 upon 9 times the Fisher's index number. So we multiplied Fisher's index number with 8 upon 9. That is 180 into 8 upon 9 is equal to 160. Last year's value is 160. Put the Fisher's value and last year's value in the equation of Fisher. 180 is equal to under root 160 into IP Pasha. Change the side of root, it becomes square. 180 square is equal to 160 into IP, that is IP is equal to 202.5. That's a 2 mark question for you. Third question, the production increased by 3 times. Now here 2 things are used, increase word and times word. Whenever there is a word used times, we multiply it with 100, and whenever there is a word increase, we add 100. Here both the words are used, so we will multiply 3 with 100 and then we will add 100 and we will get the index number. The base year, compared to the base year, the current year production has increased by 3 times. It would be something like this, the index number of base year plus 3 into 100, that is 100 plus 300 is equal to 400. So your index number will be 400. Increase means plus 100. Times means into 100. increased by 3 times, that is 100 plus 3 into 100, that is 3 into 100, 300, 100 plus 300, 400. The index number will be 400. Moving on to the fourth question. Here the proportion is given, P1 Q0 is to P0 Q0. You see here 1000, key is 1000, that is Laspier's formula proportion. 3 upon 2, 3 is to 2. P1 Q1 P0 Q1 1101, that is Pasch's formula, key 5 is to 3. We have to calculate Laspierre, Paschen and Fisher. We will start with the Laspierre. The Laspier's formula is P1 Q0 upon P0 Q0 into 100. P1 Q0 upon P0 Q0 is 3 upon 2, that we can see from the question, into 100 is 150. Similarly, from the second ratio given in the question, we can calculate the Pasch's formula, that is P1 Q1 upon P0 Q1 into 100, 5 upon 3 into 100, 166.67. And once we get all Laspierre and Pasch's values, we can calculate the Fisher's value, that is IF is equal to IL into IP. 150 into 166.67 is 25000.5, 158.12. So don't get confused because the ratios are given. The question is asked only if the answer is possible. Keep this thing in your mind that you are asked the question only when the answer is possible. You are never asked an impossible question in your papers. Life throws many questions like that, but paper setters never do that. So each and every question must have an answer. The problem is finding the method. Moving forward to the fifth question. Income of a family in 2014 is 14,400, and for 2015 compared with 2014 the index number is 115. So in 2015 the index number is 115, the base year is 2014. So 2014 index number should be 100 because base year index number is always 100. So 2014 index number is 100, 2015 index number is 115, 2014 income is 14,400. So table looks like this. For the year 2014 and 15 index number and income, we have to calculate the estimate of the monthly disposable income for the year 2015. Simple calculation of cross multiplication. 14,400 multiplied by 115 divided by 100. Your answer is 16,560. 16,560 is your answer for the estimate of the income of these families in the year 2015. Simple, right? Just understand the question, put it into table, cross multiply, get the answer. The last question. Index number for the current year is 180. Base year is 100. Income also increased from 6,000 to 9,000. Now you will say, sir, all the four values are available. What are we supposed to do? My dear friends, you are supposed to check whether this value of 9,000 is enough or not. So your table will look something like this. Index number for base and current is 100 and 180, while income is 6,000, and then we have to calculate what it should be, and once we know what it should be, we will compare it with what it is and we will check the difference. Your estimate of income is 10,800. That means that your income should be 10,800 because the index number is 180. So do you have 10,800? No. Your actual income is 9,000. That means the difference, the decrease in the real income is by 1,800 rupees. This also means that there is a decrease in the purchasing power. That's your total income, which should be, is not. That means your purchasing capacity, your purchasing power is less than it was before. My dear friends, this is the end of this chapter. We have completed all the illustrations, we have completed all the internal exercises. The only final exercise is remaining. I suggest that checking out all the previous videos tutorials will help you in completing the final exercise, and in case you are not able to complete it in the short amount of time, I will be publishing an answer key with the ready-made answers for the tricky final exercise questions. I will be trying to solve those sums. I will not be solving each and every sum because not all the sums are that much tricky or difficult, or which might be not possible for you guys. Please revise all the sums from all the 9 tutorials till now, from 1.1 to 1.9. That way you will be able to solve the final exercise easily. Till then, see you, study hard, stay safe.